this section, we want to get a total of 11 kills. So we just go through, try to take out the Froggets and the Whimsins. Of course, we prefer the Whimsins though, because we can just take them out right away, but that is going to be 11 kills for us, so we can start moving on. But before we exit right here, we will do some more frisk dancing, get one more encounter. It's going to be an easy kill, just like usual, and that's going to be number 12. Because in the ruins, we need to get a total of 20 kills to complete the Genocide playthrough. So we have a combination between spreading those out and having them in certain places. I'll just explain it as we go on. Like here's going to be another one, and we're going to get another Frogget, so he's going to take 2 attacks. Oh, and we got lucky right there. I will always take that. Finish him out there. That's going to be number 13. Oh, and now it's also time for the hardest puzzle in the entire game, where we have to do this pattern. Yeah, we didn't fall through the floor. And then we also have this rock who likes arguing a lot, so we actually want to stand in front of him, so we move along with him, like right here. He can push us through and make us go a tiny bit faster. We'll also have to turn around and do it one more time. Before now, it's time to get some more encounters. We need to get a total of 7 more kills to go on, and in this section, there can be 1, 2, or 3 enemies instead of just 1, so it's a little bit faster to do stuff right here, and this is where we're going to get the remaining kills. Right there, we got a pretty good encounter, which was the Whimsin and the Frogget, but sometimes we can get a bit more unlucky, like with these Moldsmalls. They're not that bad, but they do take 2 hits, so it takes a bit, but it's better than just frisk dancing forever, so I'll take it. Let's murder them. Oh, by the way, one thing you have been noticing is every time I exit the room then come back in, that's to reset the encounters and get us our next fight sooner. Anyways, looks like this is going to be our last encounter. Of course, it's more Moldsmalls.
It's a weird
The nice thing is, once we turn out 2 of them, we can actually spare the last one. Since we already got our 20 kills,
program the random encounters.
Genocide route because Naps flees from us. And whenever we get into an encounter, now it's going to say nobody came. So yeah, gets a bit more eerie. You can also hear the music start to change. It's getting creepier. And yeah, we just have to keep dealing with that message. Kind of sad to see that happen, but you know, it is what it is. Look, everybody wanted the Genocide speedrun, and I delivered. Which, by the way, if you've been waiting for this and you enjoy the content, make sure you subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate it. Anyways,
currently sick right now.
We just got one more puzzle. All we have to do is press a couple of switches to go through some spikes. This is also the last section we have to complete puzzles, because from now on, Flowey's going to take care of them for us, since we're following the Genocide route. Goemon finds us. She also is like, wow, you look a little weird, and that's what I'm going to say to you as you're dying. She's going to show us pat us on the head. Little does she know, I'm about to cut off her head. And we're going to chair. We have to ask her how to exit the ruins. She's going to run away, and we're following right behind her. So yeah, time to go to the basement and do some murdering. Now, Goemon tries to warn us. She's like, oh, you don't want to do this. It's too dangerous. So, of course, we're not going to listen to a single one of her warnings. She's going to turn around and get ready to fight us, which right away we're going to do a single attack, and yeah, she's murdered. And yes, I do really hate you that much. Sorry. Anyways, good meeting you, Goemon. Time to murder the rest of your friends. Yeah, hope you don't have any emotional attachment to any of these characters, because we will be killing them all. Time for Flowey to congratulate us, and says it's a wonderful idea to go on killing people, so we're going to follow the lead. Yep, this is going to be an interesting time. Now we're on to the snow area, and just like normal, we have to get encountered by Sans. We just walk forward in a straight line. Sans tries to spook us out, do a couple of effects and stuff, but we don't really care, especially since within the next hour,
they don't have anything.
Murdering this guy. You know Sans. He's going to do the old whoopee cushion in the hand trick, and we're not going to feel anything. He even comments about how we didn't emote at all. Then he tells us to go behind the conveniently shaped lamp. We don't, and he's like, okay, I guess. And Papyrus comes by, he's like, oh, are there humans? And then leaves. Sans also asks us to pretend to be humans for Papyrus, because he really wants to be one.
It's a critical.
Move on. And you can also see that there are 16 other enemies that we have to defeat in this area to move on for a Genocide route. But before that, we're going to equip the Tough Glove and go and get an encounter right here, which is going to be the Snow Drake. And with the Tough Glove, we can do some extra damage, like with that. But it still is going to take us 2 times, so we're going to have to go in for the second hit right there, and we take him out. That's going to be kill number 1. After this, we get to see Sans and Papyrus just chilling out. They do their beautiful thing where they just keep looking back and forth. It's pretty beautiful. And yeah, they might think that we're about to have fun, but we are not. Oh, by the way, there's going to be another encounter right here, which is always going to be an ice cap, and that is going to mean that's a second kill for us, so only 14 left. We also get a kill right here, which is going to be Doggo, but this doesn't actually count for our kill count. Even though it doesn't count as part of our 16, we still do it anyways. Goodbye, Doggo. And we'll also get a kill in this area, and this one is very brutal. I almost feel bad. So basically, what we're going to do is see Lesser Dog and pet him once, okay? I also get hit by him right there, so I feel a little bit better about what I'm about to do.
That's where I press left, not up.
Yeah,
that. We got him to trust us and then murder him. So, you know, that was fun.
Anyways, time to just go straight through one of these puzzles that Papyrus is going to try to get us to do. And that's what we're going to do for all of them because we are playing the genocide route. There's this ground puzzle. We are supposed to solve it. We don't really care. And we're just going to keep going forward. Now we make it into these rooms where we're going to have the 2 dogs that we have to take out. But
I forgot
that,
the path where this animation
would
would play.
And that's going to spawn an ice cap and a Jerry.
I don't remember anymore.
That we just don't want to fight because they take way too long. So instead we will be scared again. Now we have the 2 dogs. Unlike the doggo earlier, these don't count towards their total 16 kills. So we still gotta kill them anyways because I'm really upset they're in love. Like that's never me. Now the plan for this is to actually kill dog Ressa first. So we make dogs really sad.
Yeah, I know. There's a lot of emotional manipulation that we do in this game, and it's terrible.
Like right here, we're gonna go straight to that kill. She's going to die, and he starts whimpering. And I let him hit me out of pity, but yeah, you're gonna be murdered in a second. Look at his shirt. His husband's wife is adorable, but now he's dead. Say bye to that shirt. Anyways, as you can see now, all these puzzles are already gonna be completed.
I wonder if headshot
I'm gonna help you out. Even this huge puzzle with
Alright.
stuff to do. We don't even really worry about it. We're just going straight through. And then we also make it to this puzzle, which again, we're just walking straight through. I kind of feel bad for Papyrus at this point. He keeps believing we're gonna do these puzzles and then we just don't. Then we make it to here. We can see that snow sculpture that's collapsed, trying to make us feel bad or something. I don't feel bad at all. And we have this other puzzle, which we can just go straight through like normal until we make it to the other side with a nice bird on our head. I think that was a bird. Now it's time for the greater dog fight. And again, this fight is not going to count for 16 kills, but we still got to do it. And also, we got really good luck right there because he did his laying on the ground attack, so we can just go straight towards the ground and that attack sooner, and finally finish him off with the 3rd attack. So there he goes, bye greater dog. Right now, we have a total of 5 out of the 16 kills we need, and we'll have to do the rest right here. But before that, it's time to see Sans and Papyrus one more time.
Spears I actually think are the worst weapon type in this
I've
game.
ever seen in my life. Like, look at that dog. He looks terrifying.
It's nice that they got buffed
realizes
in
that
Tears of the
he's actually
Kingdom.
our friend, and he's gonna let us go because
And
he's
by that, I
guy.
mean,
Anyways, it's time
you
to do
can-
some grinding.
you can
so what we want to do is go
either
into
use
Snowden
Lazelle
and
tails
go back to this area and
or
start doing some frisk
stick a
You'll see that
spear
for
onto
this
a
first
spear
encounter,
onto another
we need
spear,
ice cap and a Jerry. So you already know we're going with ice cap.
and then you just get an absurd amount of range.
And yeah, we're just going forward with this. Sometimes
And
we'll
it's
also
very
get this
funny.
combination though of ice cap
And they have a lot of
and
utility as
Shielddrake.
well.
So we can take out ice cap first, dodge some attacks, and then we'll go for Shielddrake. Of course, not really paying attention.
They did nerf, since there's no drill shaft anymore. Why did they have to take away the drill shaft?
We're not taking out Jerry because
Spears are no longer good for mining.
unless he's our 16th kill. The reason that Toby Fox put him in the game was to troll the players that are doing genocide. It makes this a little bit more annoying, but hey, I'm still gonna do my killing and spare Jerry. Oh, one thing I should also mention is every time we get a kill, it makes us less likely to find the next time. So it will take longer to find them. Right now, it's taking me a really long time to get through a ton of places. I'm trying to move on. And finally, after like 1 second, we get an encounter. So yeah,
I got used to the new way runes are swapped in
to try to get you away.
Tears of the Kingdom.
That's not gonna stop me though. I'm super good. But it looks like this Jerry is actually gonna be our last one. We just got the ice cap and Jerry, which is gonna make 16 kills.
Whoa.
We'll wait a really long time to find another encounter. We're just gonna take out Jerry. You can see why we haven't been fighting him before. This dude takes forever. He doesn't attack us back or anything, but he just sits there. And looks like that. My favorite voice line for him is when he goes awkward, but it doesn't look like he's doing that. So, my favorite place to meet him, and thanks for the XP. You also hear that now that we're in Snowden, the music is a lot more creepy. The entire town is deserted. Since we're still on the genocide route, if we don't get 16 kills before Papyrus, the genocide route is aborted. So we gotta make sure we're doing those nonsense. But now, of course, Papyrus is an amazing person. It tells us that he doesn't want to murder us, so we keep looking forward for a hug. But unfortunately, my finger slips, and instead of hugging him, we murder him. So, sorry about that. Instead, I'll miss Papyrus. He's a beautiful man. And even after we murder him, he still believes that we can be a better person. What a great guy. Goodbye forever. That was our second boss fight, and now we're in Waterfall, which means we have a new list of kills. Within Waterfall, we want to get a total of 18 kills, and we'll get that all throughout the run, so I'll just point them out when we're getting them. But first, we also want to take this old tutu, since that will help us for the Undyne fight. And speaking of Undyne, once we make it over here, we're going to see her. She's kind of just sitting here, chilling. Normally, if Papyrus was still alive, he'd come say hi to her, and then after looking at her for a little bit, we move forward. She's like, oh, is that a person? And she pretty slowly walks forward. You can be a bit faster, I'm not gonna lie. Tries to threaten us and stuff. I don't really care, dude. I don't know who she thinks she's scary. I'm gonna shoot her without even feeling. I can't wait for that fight, dude. There's also gonna be Monster Kid. We're really excited to see Undyne. And yeah, that's about it for that. We're moving on to some more puzzles which are already completed. We can just walk straight through. And there will also always be an encounter right here, which is gonna be Aeron. But we wanna flee. He's just too buff for us at this current moment, so we're not gonna worry about that fight for now. Instead, we wanna keep going through until we find a Washua who's gonna be right here. Now, I love Washua, and I feel really bad about murdering him, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Unfortunately, we got just a little bit of health left, so that was kind of unlucky. So we'll take it out for a second head. But yeah, time for our first Undyne encounter. Now for this one, she's gonna throw a spear down at us, try to intimidate us like normal. But it's pretty easy to dodge these. All we have to do is be at the bottom of the bridge and then move upwards, or be at the top of the bridge and then move downwards. So we can go right there, dodge it by going under them, and yeah, that's pretty much all we're gonna do.
Right, I can't do that in this game.
I really hope I don't, especially after just calling it easy. Okay, you know, we're not gonna talk about that. And as soon as we make it pretty far in the grass, Undyne's gonna come after us. She thinks for sure that she just found us, and goes and tries to grab us, but instead she grabs Monster Kid. And by the eye. Yeah, she's not the nicest person in the world. Doesn't even apologize. So they're still going to be excited. And at least Undyne has done some time to keep moving on. We see some crystallized cheese. Always good to see that. And we're going to move downwards to these mazes. But there is actually a certain item that we want to get before we continue moving on. So instead of going downwards, we're going to go over to the left and try to get an encounter before we go into the next loading zone. So I can sit here, do some Chris dancing. And we're going to see 2 Molds Balls, which we can take out with a single hit. They got this pretty easy attack to dodge. And then I can go for one more crit, that'll take him out before I go to the left and we go inside this bush where we're going to get the ballet shoes, which is a new weapon. We can also put on our old suit at the same time, so that's going to increase both our defense and our attack. The ballet shoes are really important for the Undyne fight because they make it a lot easier and a lot faster. But for now, as we're walking up, we're going to get another attack, and you can see what the ballet shoes do. Instead of just having that one thing that we have to hit, we have 3 and we get crits. The crits are going to be really important for Undyne. That is one thing. That was actually really good. Yeah, that's basically one of them too. Oh yeah, by the way, if you're not like I am, Underson is still on, which is very scary. I was like, on fire, Underson, it would have been great to see him. It's interesting. Underson, I'm going to take out my anchor by killing the shot. Right in the face. That was easy. So things are going pretty well. We have a pretty good amount of kills right now. But before we can go on to some more murdering, we have to see Monster Kid again. I don't really care. We're still walking for a while. Staying on this section. You just move to the right and then move downwards. Monster Kid stops every once in a while. It's like, hey, how you doing? Yeah, I really don't want to talk to you. Stop talking to me forever. Also, this section, if we didn't know, if you go up and down as we move to the right, it's actually pretty fast. It's fine. We make it over to the Monster Kid, and we're going to drop the stick. The reason we drop it right there is just because we can. We have to wait for Monster Kid to let us up anyway. We go to the menu, doesn't waste any time. Yeah, this is what we're going to do sometimes. Anyways, time for Undyne encounter number 2. And for this one, she's going to use spears to come up the bridge. But these are also really good to dodge. What we have to do is kind of hug one of the walls. And like here, if we're hugging upwards, then they'll all spawn upwards. Just use those directions to kind of help us. Make sure
that wasn't worth it.
Go in front of us at all, and they go to one side. Other than that, it's pretty easy. Undyne is trying to follow us, but she's also kind of terrible at her job. I can't wait to expose her, murder her right in front of all of her friends. Well, we just got a little bit more stuff we have to do before we get to that amazing event. We dodge all of those. We make it through the loading screen, and we just have to walk a bit more. And after walking for a bit, we reach the end of the bridge. We start moving over to the left, and here's where Undyne comes up, and she gets really angry at us because, like, oh, you're murdering so many people. Yeah, but it's also been fun, Undyne. You gotta think about that. Anyway, she's mad at us, and she slices over the bridge. She tries to murder us. We also get this little backstory, but I don't really care. I'm trying to speedrun. So anyways, I'm whipping out, and we're almost to finally being able to murder Undyne. But before that, we have just a few more things, like the Glad Dummy. Yes, I did say Glad Dummy. Normally it's Mad Dummy, and at first they actually are. So you'll see they get angry just like usual, but they're so angry that they actually become happy. And then, while they're happy, they try to let us go, but instead we're just gonna murder them, because that's an easy kill. Yeah, doing pretty good so far. Well, what I actually want to do right here is just for a tiny bit of safety, buy a crab apple from this dude right there, and exit. Doesn't even try to run away from us because he is so confident. Wish I could have murdered him and wiped that smug look off his face, but at least we can murder a Temmie, so, you know, that's a good consolation prize. And within this same hallway, we can also get one more kill, or I guess 2 more kills, because there are going to be 2 Molds Balls. We take out that one right there, and this other one, we're going to go for an okay attack with just barely 9 not good enough because it's going to transform.
And we'll try to dodge these attacks. I haven't been doing the greatest job in the world, but we'll take him out too.
And there we go. So at this point, we're almost to Undyne. There are just a few more kills we have to do and a little more work. There's going to be these collections of people, Owashua, and Owashua is easy. You just take him out in one hit before we focus on the Aeron. Now before we scared an Aeron, but this time we're taking him out. I'm no longer scared. He will take 2 hits, so that does kind of suck. And I do feel bad because he's just so jacked sometimes. You gotta do what you gotta do. Anyways, that's gonna be those 2. We can just go through the maze. Then we'll do some more frisk dancing, find 2 more people. We take out the lost floor right there. We're gonna break down attack. Pretty easy stuff to dodge, just like usual. And if we get a crit, we can take it out right away. But I think that's enough. Perfect. And from there, we have a very good amount of kills. So we're just gonna keep it on. I can also actually cause there to be a bit more light as I'm walking through. We don't really need the light, but on the way, we'll also get 2 more kills that we can do right there. First, we get the Owashua, and will that take him out? No, times that we're in. But that's fine, because no matter who they are, they will die. Anyways, just a bit more of the maze to do. We can head over in this direction, head up, over to the right, and back down, which is going to finish it out. But before we go and fight Undyne, we still need 2 more kills, so I'm going to do some more frisk dancing in the dark, and we get our kills right there. And this enemy as well, which is going to make our total of 18 kills. So we have done everything we need to do for genocide, and finally, we can take out Undyne. It's been a while, and I've been waiting for this fight, but I'm excited. Still, before that, she tried to give us some backstory and stuff like that, and then Undyne decides to stab us, but of course, Monster Kid comes in and saves us. Too bad we're gonna have to murder them. So Undyne drags Monster Kid away, and once that's over, we can move on our way and take this upwards path. From here, we're gonna want to save so we can heal up. We don't really care about the saving functionality. At the end of that fight, I'm just gonna use that moment. We want to get our health to be full, and that will help you. That Monster Kid is like, oh, you're not that bad of a guy, right? I am that bad of a guy. So we're gonna hit him with the 3 attacks, try to murder Monster Kid. But Undyne jumps in the way and dies herself. Monster Kid is like, oh, I'm so sorry, I didn't know they were here. It's alright, Monster Kid. I'll talk to you later. Anyways, this is where Undyne dies.
No, Monster Kid actually never gets killed by us.
I don't really feel like dying, and instead she decides to turn into this version of Undyne.
Our genocide run is not very thorough.
Anyways, for Undyne, we have done like what we want to do. Again, you can get as many crits as possible, and then it's going to be these attacks, which are the arrows. We want to block them with our shield, and yeah, it's pretty easy to start out. Then for her second attack, it's going to be a bit harder. Pretty much every time she uses different patterns and stuff like that, but I've played this one way too many times, so we probably won't be messing up. For this third attack, it's going to be these slow-moving ones. We really want to see if there's a gap in the attacks, and then we want to different direction, and yeah, I did get hit once there, but we should still be fine. I'm gonna try my best to not need to heal at all. Now for this attack, we can actually
useless.
We just have to dodge all these spears. You don't want to
well, not really.
much, but you want to make sure that.
But normally that'd be useless.
We didn't get hit at all. Then for her next attack, it's gonna be the easiest thing in the world. We just move over, not get hit by the spears. So we're back to the shield game, and for this one, it looks like that's gonna be another faster one. We just need the size.
Wait, why did I revive at the
Next
shrine?
attack is going to be very fast one, so we just have to go inside to a couple of top ones, and there we go. That one.
Do I actually not have autosave?
Next one is going to be fairly slow, but this one also has the ones that come from behind, but that pattern is pretty easy to do. And we're going to be back to the 3 moving ones. For this one, we barely want to move at all, and just basically at the very last moment, we want to move. So we do it that first time damageless, and then we have to do it one more time. So like I said, just wait till the last second to move. Try not to move too much because we don't want to get hit by any of these, and that was perfect. So we're back to the shield thing, and she is almost dead at this point, but we have to do the backwards ones, and then the regular arrows, and then some more backwards ones where I get hit again. So we're doing really well. We're above 50% health, so we should be fine. This is going to combine.
I should be able to avoid durability by quickly.
Yeah. Ones, which is not the hardest thing in the world. And this next one is really easy, I remember. All we have to do is go to one side, then go to the opposite side, get the backwards one.
Not worth
so
it.
Just do that over and over again. That's all of those done. And only a few more attacks. I would really like some crits to make this go a bit faster. But we have the very slow moving ones. So we'll go down to the right, some more downs, over to the side, and then finally we can finish out with some ups and downs. Perfect.
Ow.
Not get hit. And that is really good because this last attack I'm not very good at. Basically, again, you don't want to do too much, but it gets really hard because there's so many things that are spawning through. It's so easy to get hit, which I just did twice, 3 times. I did not get hit a single more time. But there we go. The Action Eater without a single heal. Okay, that was insane. I was very much worried that I was not going to do that, but I'll take it. And I'm not just like, oh yeah, we're still going to beat you. we're not going to give up hope. Don't worry about that. I'm going to kill your last hope. I'm going to kill Sam too. After way too long of a monologue, Undyne finally melts like the little witch she is. And yeah, easy kill thanks to the XP. That is all waterfall done. And now it's time to move on to Howland. You can see they're in a panic right now, so they even shut down the welcome sign. He just kind of sits there. There's not going to be Sam there. He's waiting, probably watching us the entire time. And yeah, we are really destroying this entire civilization just for fun. Hey, again, you were the ones who were asking for it, so you can only blame yourselves. Anyways, when we're making it to Alpha's Cloud, we're going to want to go to the bridge and take some vehicles, since that will be a good feeling. I also see Mettaton right here. We want to take him out, but unfortunately, he's like, hey, people need me. So he leaves. That's fine though, I'll get to you later. But before that, we have to get a total of 40 kills in Howland and Core. Those two sections are combined together, so we're going to start by getting a few kills in Howland, like this Vulcan. Pretty easy to take out. Most of the kills in Howland are just going to be ones on the way, and we're going to do most of our grinding in the Core. But instead of just going straight through here, we'll want to take an extra weapon, go over to the right. But before that, it's time to take out Secondary Flame. And yeah, unfortunately, they never got to, and they don't even let us know what they never got to do, so hopefully it wasn't something important. Then we want to go down here, where we're going to get the Burp Pan, which is even better than the Ballet Shoes. So we put that on right now, which is going to give us more damage, and it's going to be helpful for the next little grind. We keep moving up through the puzzles, just normal things. They even turned off all their defenses. They pretty much had no time to stop us. I gotta say, the nicest thing about this is we don't have to see all of Alphys' text messages. But anyways, time to fight the Knights. I love these guys. I feel bad for murdering them, but they're also just so easy to murder, so I guess I can't feel too bad. And then we take out the other one, pretty much as easy as the first one. And yeah, we move on. That makes 4 kills. Unfortunately, we don't get to do the cooking show. That's pretty sad. And we just very obviously walk through the entire place. Then once we take the elevator, we can go straight to the left. For Muffin. I know there are some people watching this video right now. They're like, please spare Muffin. I love her so much. Don't worry about it. Even my chat, I love her. Just please do not murder Muffin. But you know, that's kind of the entire point of the genocide run, so I'm not really going to listen to that. Anyway, Muffin is very confident that she is going to kill us. I'm just going to tell you right away. Yeah, this is not going to be the hardest fight in the world. Like usual, we get caught in the web, in the middle of the room, and we get to hear one of the best songs in the game, but we're going to take her out right away, just like usual. Well, bye, Muffin. Good to know ya. And we also get this really sad scene where this spider comes up, he sees that Muffin's dead, and then he comes back with a flower. Like, the most adorable thing. Sorry for killing your mom. I'm not really that sorry. So yeah, another one. And that's going to be 5 kills out of the 40 we need. So from here, we can just go straight upwards, go inside the restaurant, go straight through that again. We're not even going to pick up any safety moves, and we'll make it into the door. Now the nice thing is, because we're on the genocide round, we can just go straight to the elevator, instead of taking the normal path, take a save to heal ourselves up really quick, and now it's time to do some grinding. We're going to do grinding on this bridge because it's the best place. And you can see right away we get one of these dudes, and yeah, we can just take him out in one hit. And then we go backward, go back into this room, and repeat the process. So here's another move that we can get, which is this little fly guy. We can take him out in one hit, and we also get the ultimate Froghead guy. I forget his name exactly, but oh yeah, it's the final Froghead. And yeah, he's also the dead Froghead. And basically what we're going to be doing in this room is trying to get a total of 25 kills before we do our next strategy. So yeah, I'll just let you know when we get there. Oh, this is another group of people we can get, which is going to be the Knight and also the Wizard guy. So yeah, the Knight's going to either take 2 or 3 hits. What we want to do is get a crit on him, which we actually got, and that means he's only going to take 2 hits. So that was actually really good. Then this Wizard guy has all kinds of attacks, but we can just take him out with 2 more hits. And yeah, there we go. That's that fight. So yeah, now I'll come back after we get 25 kills here. Okay, with this last kill, that's going to be number 25.
I should have
and it's also going to be 30 in the total kills we have, because there were 25 on this bridge and 5 in Howland. Now we're going to want to go over to the left, and on the way we're also going to get 1 more encounter. But the reason we're doing this is, as I explained earlier, as we get more kills, enemies take longer and longer to spawn. But there's an area up the road that always spawns a few enemies. So we're going to want to go up the Warder's path, and that's where we're going to get some more kills. And that's also why we wait so long to actually come over here, because they're just free encounters, and we don't have to risk them. Remember, that's 2 easy kills right there, and these really are going to add up since we just go a little bit forward, and we already see some more enemies. So here's another 2. There's going to be the Knight and the Magician. We get